Title for chapter 35. Alright, so back then I was 19 years old and my boyfriend at the time was 23. Let's call him Snitch. So me and Snitch started off with long distance for 4 months. Then Snitch decided to come visit me from Sydney. He stayed with me and my family and met every single sibling. Every sibling, every auntie, every cousin, you name it. So when I went to work, I had a thing with one of my co-workers. Let's call him Buddy. Buddy was 22 at the time. Mind you, he knew that I was taken and that my boyfriend was staying with me. But anyways, me and Buddy would always go smoke a break together and always have lunch together. We were the talk of the whole workplace because they knew he had a fiance. Disclaimer, I didn't want to believe he had a fiance at the time because I was too turned on by his smooth talk and gifts. You didn't want to believe he had a fiance? Okay. Fast track to when I got home, Snitch found my messages with Buddy and he popped off and told my parents. My parents sat me down and growled me off talking about how can I do this to Snitch. My parents and siblings loved him. This made me even more angry. So I decided to go do the bad things again with Buddy. Girl, the devil's juice really got you, hasn't it? I met up with him at the park near my house and did the usual. Hopped in his car and started riding his engine. Woi! Then all of a sudden, I hear a loud knock on the window. I freaked out, hopped off, tried to put my clothes back on, and then I saw it was Snitch and my mum. Oh, no, fuck. Tell me why the Snitch brought my mum to catch me in the act. I was so embarrassed because my mum knew Buddy from church. My mum gave me a hiding right then and there and I yelled to Buddy to just go. But this wolfer sat there trying to protect me but ended up with a black eye and then left. So fucking yes. Anyways, Snitch still decided to stay with me even when I gave him an out. After all that, we decided to stay together a bit longer. So when I would go work, Snitch would wait in the car for 8 hours till I finished work. Every break, I would have to go to the car. But that didn't stop me and Buddy, so we would always go toilet break together, and we did the bad things there. Girl. Till this day, me and Buddy laugh about it because we both found out that Snitch and his fiance have a baby together before we even met each other. Wow. Okay, next one. Story time of Johnny Boy. I'm thinking this is a white Subaru guy. Is it? I'm now 21, but a few years back, my best friend and I had to help her dad out with a social that he held in one of the clubs in Papatoetoe. I won't say which club. As we were reversing out to go home at around 12 a.m., two guys around their late 20s came up to the window asking if we could drop them to their car up the road from where we were. Me being me, I was literally going to shit myself because in my head I was like, fuck no. But I wasn't the one driving. My best friend was. And so her being the kind-hearted person she is, told them to hop into the back seat. Have you not watched the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary? Fucking. B1 introduced himself as John. And B2 was literally a fob that you could tell came straight from Tonga. Just in the 5 minutes of them being in the car, I could tell B1 was up to something with the way he was talking, like he was wanting my best friend's bonani. We finally get to their car, but before they hop out, tell me why Johnny, B1, starts asking for our age while telling us he's 23. P.S. B2, who's the Tongan, could barely speak English, but knew that B1 wanted to do the bad things. I was unbothered and wanted to go home already, but yet my bestie had other plans. B1 asked if she and him could go to his car and just talk. At that point, I already wanted to kikinga John because my bestie was single and she couldn't care less. They left the John's car while I was stuck in ours with the fresh off the bone. Come on, MMT are good, okay? Bear me right now. For maybe an hour before my bestie came back to our car for us to leave. She told me all they did was kiss and exchange snaps, nothing else. My phone goes missing and John had the same phone as me and took mine thinking it was his. Liar! I kid you not, I made my best friend call him and keep in contact with him until he gave my phone back, because I had so much memories of a loved one who had recently passed on that phone. 2 days went by. 2 days? Oh my gosh, I would have hunted him down that first night. And he already told my best friend he's going to drop it off, but I was being impatient. So I added him myself on Snapchat and messaged him about my phone. Fuck my life, all this for an iPhone 6. But Beka Ika, oh gosh. Which he was okay with and was going to drop it off later on that day. A few hours after our convo about my phone, he posts up a boy on his snap saying, "Happy birthday, son. 8 years of life." At that point, I was shook. Got off Snap and went on TikTok to what bloody shook me. Someone that is a well-known person in our Polynesian community on TikTok, like well-known, was on my FYP and had posted up saying, "Happy 8th birthday, son," with the same photo John posted up. This dude did not only lie he was not 23, but also lied to my best friend saying he has no kids and no partner. Anyways, I got my phone back, but I started following John's baby mama from then, and 2 months later, I seen her posting a TikTok of her and John the Aikai with photos captioned, "It's time to let go," explaining everything John put her through, leading into now getting divorced. I kid you not, every time I see her posting here on TikTok, I feel real bad just because of how much of a dick John was. So now she's with someone else and seems happier. Brooklyn is so bloody crazy. Excuse me, I need to know who this well-known TikToker is, please.